question for white people. Do y'all ever ask your grandparents or parents if they ever attended any lynchings? If they ever, I don't know, attacked black people at a diner, threw milkshakes at them? If they ever attacked and bullied black kids going to school when integration happened? Because black people, we have the conversations with our family. We know what our parents and grandparents went through. But who was doing all that? If our people are still alive and they experienced it, who were the white people doing that to them? Because y'all love to act like that shit is so far removed from our current reality, from current times. But what happened to our family, the perpetrators could be in your house. So do y'all ask? I'm really curious. Do you ask?
No, I haven't. I've never had a conversation with anybody in my family about the so-called racial trauma that they have been through, because I don't know if there's anybody in my family that has ever seen or witnessed a lynching, right? And that's probably why it was never brought up, because nobody's actually ever seen or witnessed one, contrary to popular belief. Not all black people are living in victimhood, okay? So even if I have family members that may or may not have been through something like that, it's not one of those things I'm gonna bring up, okay? Because it's not really relevant to my life today. But it hasn't come up because I don't think any of my family members have ever been through that. But who knows? Maybe they have. But apparently it's not that important to talk about. However, there is some people out there that all they want to talk about is race, okay? Their whole life is surrounded by race and how much of a victim they are. And this TikToker here, Miss Soul Sister Number 1, is one of those people, as she posted a TikTok of her getting her reparations, right? And her form of reparations apparently is not moving out of the way of white people when she's walking on the sidewalk. And I want you guys to take a look at this absolutely ridiculous video, because I just find it to be very cringe and a prime example of how ridiculous some of these race hustlers are in 2022. They must be bored. They don't have anything else better to do.
So I'm currently in Paris and I've got some errands I gotta do today. So I'm gonna go out and get myself some micro reparations by not moving out of any white person's way, since they love to take up the road. And for reference, this is how good I'm gonna look while doing it. Yeah, get into it, just a little something. All right, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, bitch. That's right, single file, ho. Shutter bump me, bitch. Rose, let's see. Oh, yeah, bitch. Je vais vous montrer le tour d'Eiffel, c'est là-bas. There it is. Ok, d'accord. Let's go. Continuez, on y va. Pardon. Look how good I look. Like, hello, why wouldn't you move the fuck out my way? Get into it. Pardon, toi. I stopped for some boba. You know, this was hard work. Ooh, I don't know about y'all, but I would say that was a successful day. Amen. Cheers. Have a great day yourself, and go ahead and get yourself some reparations, okay? Take matters into your own motherfucking hands.
Bruh, these people are just so cringe, okay? They are bored, right? They have nothing, okay? This person says that, you know, hey, they're getting their micro reparations. That's what she calls it, the micro reparations. And she says she looks good while she's doing it as well, too. Even though she looks like a bucket of KFC chicken. But, you know, hey, she thinks she looks good. And her form of getting reparations apparently is not moving out of the way of white people while you are walking, a.k.a. being rude, right? Being rude. Everybody must be so proud of you, right? Everybody must be so proud of you, because that'll show them. That will show those white folks what's what, okay? That is how you're going to get back at them. That is how you're going to right the wrongs of the past. Not moving out of their way. Being rude. Again, guys, one of the biggest privileges in the world is when your biggest worry in life is not moving out of the way of people when you're walking down the street, while also living / traveling abroad in Paris, France, okay? One of the most expensive countries in Europe, okay? Living in a first world country. Yeah, because you got it bad, right? You got it real bad, okay? Because those white people, specifically those French people, right? That's where you're at. That's where you're getting your reparations, right? They caused you so much emotional trauma that you decided to go live in their country, right? Instead of go living in Africa, okay, with the homies, right? You decided to go live among the people that caused you so much emotional trauma. Almost as if you have Stockholm syndrome. Because the only way you're going to find true liberation, right, for those evil white folks is for you to go back to Africa, okay? And also on top of that, stop all the cultural appropriation because that red hair don't belong to you, right? Your hair is not naturally red like that. That bubble tea, why are you drinking bubble tea? You ain't Asian, right? You ain't from Taiwan. Why are you drinking that? All right, it seems like this girl has some serious racial problems, right? She might be racially confused, right? But hey, at least she's out here inspiring a whole bunch of other wannabe race hustlers to come out here and do the same thing, to be rude to people, because that's a good idea. You won't get Mike Tyson by being rude to people in public like this, okay? As Jennifer Mitchell says, you need to make this a weekly event. I'm going to do this. I'm not moving for anybody, okay? Shrug Avery says, yeah, it should be common courtesy for both people to move, but they don't, and we usually get the you need to move for me look. You look bomb. I love your flangers. I am all kinds of envy right now. Paris in spring looking fine. I'm writing my thesis. Amen and amen again. Me every single day in New York, I thought I was the only one that did this. Not you telling them excuse you. That's on period. Oh God, I'm not moving. Yes, honey. Your hair is so pretty. We do this, right? Every time I walk my dog, reparations, right? So yeah, she got a whole bunch of people that are inspired to repeat after her and be rude to people in public. So, you know, hey, she's out here making an impact, okay? Helping people get what they truly deserve. But in all seriousness, guys, can you imagine being so obsessed with race and victimhood that you go on a vacation to somewhere like Paris, right? France, where usually a girl going to Paris, France is like, oh my God, it's so beautiful and it's so romantic. Let me enjoy myself while I'm here. Okay, let me enjoy the scenery. Let me enjoy the atmosphere. But you're so obsessed with race that you can't, right? That you actually go to another country and you're being rude to people. You are not moving out their way, all because you want to get your reparations and you hate white people so much, right? But again, you don't hate them enough that you won't stop visiting their countries and supporting their economy and, you know, taking advantage of all the things they take advantage of, right? You don't hate them that much, but you hate them enough that you want to be rude to individuals who have nothing to do with what you're actually mad about. Again, I find this stuff to be fascinating, right? And how miserable these people are, right? How miserable they make themselves, because this is just entirely unnecessary. And normal people who don't have hate in their hearts, right? Who aren't always playing a victim, in situations like that, when you're walking on the sidewalk or whatever, it's a courtesy for both people to recognize that, hey, you know what? I'm in the way. Let me move over or whatever. Let me kind of scoot out the way so that I don't touch somebody or hit somebody as we're passing each other. That's usually what happens for the most part. That's usually what happens. Both people recognize that, hey, I might be in the way, and they try to compensate. That's what normal people who don't have hate in their hearts, right, that aren't living in the victimhood world do. But again, it would have been crazy if one person would have not moved out of the way or would have happened to hit her, right, particularly a woman. Okay, I don't think it'd be right for a man to hit her, even if she was being rude. But if a woman hit her, then she would think that, oh, yeah, well, you know, I was done wrong, right? She would be crying racism, okay, if she was to get hit or if a woman or somebody decide not to get out of the way. She'd be the first one crying foul when she went out of her way to be rude to people for no reason, okay? Again, what a lot of these people are doing with their lives and how miserable they're making themselves, it really is sad. It really is. And this is one sad individual whose whole TikTok is filled with nothing but woe is me, I'm black, right? And I don't like white people. Again, this is a terrible life to live, man. I highly suggest that you let it go, right? And you enjoy your life for what it is. You don't go to a country, a city like Paris, and obsessed with things that really don't matter, right? But hey, you know, she has to have her persona on TikTok. Maybe she's making some money. Maybe people donate to her. She's building her brand. Hey, I get it, but I'm telling you, it seems to me to be a miserable life. Probably won't make many friends being this way as well. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.